Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. I hope you guys are having a great day today. And this is not going to be really long. I just wanted to go over just a few things with you, encourage you, and get you on your way. Okay, so first of all, I just wanted to start with some celebrations. Congratulations to Jenny, our new consultant, and she is well on her way, and we're so excited to have her on our team. So shout out to Jenny. I also wanted to, there was a few people this week who had some parties, and I just wanted to congratulate them. Amanda Kelly, she had a great facial party this weekend and sold some skincare. She had over $600 in sales. So super, super excited for her. And Jen Doty, she had a facial set yesterday, Super Bowl Sunday, the morning, and she did really well too. Sold a repair set, and she got some referrals. So she's super excited. I had several facials this week. Sold. This is funny. This is a funny story. So you guys think that, I don't know anybody. Well, I don't know anybody either. And so I think I shared with you last week about the girl that I met at Target. She was helping Jake and Jason with glasses. And so, warm chatter, it's not my strong point, to be honest with you. I have a hard time just going up to somebody and say, hey, have you ever had a Mary Kay facial? It's not what I do. So I have to kind of build that relationship, feel comfortable with that person. And so anyway, she was wonderful, and it helped us. We were there for over 2 hours, and we were checking out, and I was like, Laura, thank you so much for all your help. And I know that we've had to go back and forth with our insurance and switching glasses and all this stuff. And, I said, would you be interested in, I'm a Mary Kay director, would you be interested in a free facial? I just really appreciate your help. She goes, oh my gosh, I've never had a facial before. I would love it. So she came over this week, and we had such a great time, and I followed the script. She bought a Miracle set. She loved it. She said her face felt amazing, and she booked her color appointment right then for 3 weeks for her 21 days. She took the 21-day challenge, and it was just awesome. And she gave me a few referrals, and she's like, can you teach me how to do my makeup for my sister's wedding? And I said, well, I'm happy to do it for you. She goes, oh, it's in Puerto Rico. I was like, oh, I guess I can't fly to Puerto Rico. So anyway, so that's what we're going to do at our color appointment. So it's going to be really cool. So that's just how it works, you guys. Like it's not difficult. And I feel like sometimes we make it more difficult and challenging than really what it is. And literally, I still have my book in front of me, my script, my notebook, and I am following it right along. And, I've been doing this for almost 3 years now, and I'm telling you, if you follow a script, it works. And so you have success. So I just wanted to, if there's anybody else who had a great week, I didn't hear from you, so I would love to give you a shout out. Just text me or Vox me and let me know how things are going. Also, this is a big week for sales for Valentine's Day. And so look and see what you have in your inventory. Put some cute little things together. Guys have such a hard time. If you have something that's already packaged, if you put an order in probably today or tomorrow, it for sure will be here by the weekend. So, it usually takes about 3 to 4 days. And now this is not our busy time of the month. So with orders for the warehouse. So just, be mindful of that. But, even a gift certificate. Gift certificates are great. And it's a great thing. Then they can spend and buy what they want. Another announcement I have is career conferences coming up March 11th and 12th. There's career conference all over the United States. I definitely, right now, so far, I know it's just me and Jen who's registered. Would love to see at least 5 of my girls here locally come. For those of you who are out of state, I know that there is one in Maryland, there's one in Ohio. Not sure exactly. There's one in Texas. Of course, there's one in Texas. But if you look under the events page on InTouch, it will show you exactly all the cities that are in. It changes every year. It's not consistent. It's $95. And you guys, it's the best $95. you would ever spend. It's so encouraging, gives you such great tools. You're learning from such amazing Mary Kay leaders. And so I really, really, really encourage you to do that. And also, we had a goal to have 5 red jackets by the time we went to career conference. So that needs to be by the end of the month. So come on, girls. And how are we going to become a red jacket? Well, I started our goal sheet here. And so I'm keeping track of our sharing appointments, which leads into my next thing, our career talks and our video sharing. In order to become a red jacket, you need to have 3 team members. Okay. So now remember, when you have a team member, it's my job to make sure that they're trained. I have a great training booklet now that we go through, and it can be done out of state. Jenny just completed hers. And so we want to get to at least 25 sharing appointments this month, whether it be sharing appointments or video, sharing the video. Live career talks, I said 10. And I encouraged you last week to try to do at least 1 a week with me. Now, I did one with Shelby, not last week, but the week before. And it's very simple. I get them on the line, give them our conference call number, and you're on the line with them. And really, it's you don't really have to say a whole lot. You're listening, and they're really just hearing my Mary Kay story. I'm sharing with them the most important facts about Mary Kay, and then asking them, any questions that they might have. And so it just allows us to get that opportunity out there to share. And the more we share, the more comfortable we feel, and the more that we hear it, the better that we get at sharing our story. So that's really, really important, guys. The only way we're going to grow our team and to become a bigger unit is to do this, okay? So I know that several of you have said before that I know people, but I don't think they'd be interested. You never know. And you can preface it by saying, I know you might not be interested in Mary Kay, but can you just help me? I'm trying to get some training done, and you'll be entered into a drawing for a $25 Amazon gift card at the end of the month. 10 minutes, that's all it takes. And so I really want I want to encourage you to do that. So today's training really is about building a customer base and what that means. I encourage you to get 5 new customers this month. And when you're building your customer base, first of all, so let's say, for example, Laura. She came on Wednesday of last week, and we did a facial. I did a facial on her. I followed the skincare script, and she decided she was going to take the 21-day challenge. She bought the Miracle Set. Okay, so that's step number 1. She's a new customer for me. But how do you keep that customer? Well, it is, first of all, very, very important that you follow the 2 + 2 + 2. And when they're on the 21-day challenge, I do veer from that just a little bit, and I'll tell you why. So 2 days after you've given them the products and they've started the products, you want to check in with them. Send them a text and just say, I'm just following up with you. Thank you so much for coming over. I had a great time, and I just wanted to check on you to see if you started your products and see how you're liking them. Because if they didn't start them, you want to encourage them to start them. And then you're going to follow up normally 2 weeks later. That's what the second 2 means. Just checking in with you, making sure that everything is still going okay. And because if it's not going okay, you want to trade things out for them. You want to make sure that they're happy with their products. Remember, 100% satisfaction. That is our key, okay? Then you're going to follow up again 2 months later. Okay, just checking in with you, see how you're running on your products, making sure you're still happy with things, okay? That would be the 2 + 2 + 2. Now, when they're on a 21-day challenge, this is what I do. I check in with them every single week for the 3 weeks, because you want to make sure they're not having dry spells, or that they're still happy. Like, I had one girl, for example, who started the repair, and she said, I'm starting to break out. And I was like, well, you haven't been on a full regimen before. So we want to give it some time. And the other thing that I found out, she wasn't exfoliating once or twice a week. So I gave her a sample of the Microdermabrasion Plus set. So that is something you can buy, those little sets for $4 on InTouch under the ordering tab. And so people who buy the repair, I'm giving them that as their gift from me. Just because, you know, $4, I can afford $4 if they're going to spend $205 with me. So that's very, very important. Okay. So then after the 21-day challenge is over, you want to make sure that about your second week, you book their color appointment. Sometimes at the beginning appointment, they'll go ahead and book it like Laura did. She went ahead and booked her appointment with me, and which is perfect. Or if you are local, you can invite them to the Advanced Glamour. I have 2 people that they're going to be up in the week before our Advanced Glamour on the 29th. And so they're coming to that. And I was like, perfect. I can do it all in one spot. So really the key thing is to follow up. Customer service is key. If you don't have good customer service, you're not going to retain your customers. So it's important to make sure that you're calling them, texting them, making sure that they're happy with what they are receiving and what they are using for their face, okay? Sometimes they got a lipstick and they're like, ugh, this is not the color I thought it would be, and it's just sitting there. And they're afraid to tell you. So preface it by just making sure that you're happy with your lipstick color. If you're not, let's trade it out for something else. Now remember, we have that where we can send it back, or we can put it into the system, and Mary Kay will send us a new color or something different for them. That is very, very important. We want them to be happy customers, because then we are going to retain them. So building a customer base, always start out with your skincare. It's really hard to retain people when you start with color. Okay, you want to first of all start with skincare for 2 reasons. One, because you want to make sure that that they are taking care of their skin, and second of all, and when they put on their makeup is going to stay on better if they have a good a wash and a good foundation. A good a skincare regimen, and they have moisturized their face. There's nothing worse than putting on makeup on a very dry face. When you put on that moisturizer and then your primer for that foundation, it makes a world of difference. Okay, so that is just our quick training on building a customer base. 5 customers this month. You can do it, girls. You can do it. And the other thing that I feel is really important, and I mentioned it on Sunday, is our weekly plan sheet. You know, fill this out at the beginning of the week. All right, you can see there's my work. The pinks are Mary Kay and my appointments. And then I also have like 1 day a week that I focus on my bookings and my follow-up. And that, to me, what works best for me is my Tuesdays, because I don't have a lot going on Tuesday evenings with my kids' activities or my schoolwork. So I plan on Tuesdays to take a half an hour, 45 minutes, and just follow up. Send a text message, call them. Not a lot of people answer their phone nowadays, but send them a message. Let them know you're thinking about them. And also use that for bookings. All right. And then, what was the last thing? Oh, yeah. Oh, skincare. Again, don't forget to book your skincare surveys. If you follow the script of the 21-day nationwide skincare survey, you're going to get a yes and you're going to get a no. And for the most part, people either will say a yes, obviously, or a no, or they don't respond. And if they don't respond, try them one more time the following week. And if not, mark them off. You know, don't be one of those people that are just constantly nagging. We don't want to be that with our business. And lastly, I wanted to just share with you where we are with our goal. I told you I was going to be doing this every week and posting it on our Facebook page. So $8,000 is our goal for the month. We are at 1,080, and we have a few orders that have come in. And so it's, you know, I don't want you to order just to order. I think it's important to make sure that you're having the sales, getting the new recruits, and that is how we're going to grow and we're going to meet our goal. Now remember, girls, I told you last month, we have to meet this month. We cannot go two months in a row without meeting production, or we are no longer a unit. So I can't stress that enough. Building our team is vital. It's very, very important. And the only way we're going to do that is career talks, sharing those videos, and just telling people about our Mary Kay business. Okay? So I know we can do this. I know we can have a great month, and I want this page to be full with career talks, okay? So it's pretty short tonight, but I just wanted to make sure that we reached out. I reached out to you. Please don't hesitate if you have any questions at all. Make sure that you call or Vox me. Make sure that you have your Voxer. I still have some of you who are not on Voxer. Make sure you're on Voxer. Very, very important. And we're going to rock this month out. One other thing I just thought of that I wanted to share with you. So I have been messaging people on Facebook, Facebook friends that don't live here in Chicago by me, and I'm like, can you help me out by watching this video? I'll enter you into a drawing for $25 Amazon gift card. At the end of the month, I'm going to do a drawing. And for those of the people who say yes, I'm like, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Here's the survey. Here's the link for the video. And then after I do that, I was like, if you wouldn't mind, can you share this with 2 people? I'm really trying to get a goal of 50 people to watch this month. And I've had people say, oh my gosh, absolutely. I told them my goal was 15 people this week that I want to watch the video, my own personal people. And so they're sharing it out with people. I did a career talk with my cousin, my cousin's stepsister. It's kind of complicated, on Saturday. And she's like, Julie, I really appreciate it. It's just not for me. I appreciate her honesty. And that's okay. When you do a career talk, it's not for everyone. But she said, I am so happy to share the video with all my friends. And I was like, oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Elka. I can't tell you what that means to me and how you're helping me with my business. So there is a way to do it. And literally, girls, it takes a few minutes to send that message out. You just have to make the time to do it. And, I asked you before, what do you want out of your business? What do you want to pay for with your Mary Kay money? I showed you an example last month, and Jen showed you an example last month about what it did for both of us by keeping track of that and setting those goals. In order to reach those goals, you have to have that vision, and you have to want to do it, and you have to make the time. I was on a call this morning with our national director, Kate DeBlander, and she mentioned something about being successful sometimes isn't comfortable. And I was like, what about that? I kind of thought about that more. Sometimes we have to get out of that comfort zone and share the opportunity with other people. And it takes guts sometimes, but that's why sharing the video is probably the easiest way to do it. Or set up that career talk with me. Several of you haven't earned your pearls. For those of you who have earned your pearls, I'm willing to give you another prize for doing 5 and 10. Along with entering them into the gift card. So anyway, I don't want to ramble. I've been on here for about 15 minutes or so. And so I just wanted to encourage you today to get out there, share the opportunity about your business. We have a wonderful, wonderful business. And why would we not want to share that with people? All right, girls, have a great night, and I'll see you next week. Oh, next week we do not have a meeting. Do not have a meeting next week, but I will be posting on Facebook.